Hello everyone, my name is Tom, and in this particular series we'll be taking a closer look at different computer games. And I've started this series mainly because there are a number of computer games I pretty much want to mention that I think are worthy of any gamer's eyes and time as well. But games that aren't necessarily fit for a complete Let's Play series for whatever reason. In this case, we're looking at 10 Million, which is a puzzle game. And it's a Bejeweled clone, I guess you would call it, that looks like this. And I'm gonna explain some of all this stuff, but just to show you the basic gameplay. Where you kind of combine these different tiles and stuff happens and things like that. And as a Bejeweled clone, this is totally serviceable. I mean, but what's nice and I guess special about this one is the fact that there are some extra stuff layered on top of this Bejeweled clone. As you can see at the top here, my character is actually running along and he's encountering different things as he goes. In this case, an enemy. And to defeat this enemy, I need to attack it. And I attack it by combining these blue and red tiles into physical attacks and magic attacks, respectively. And, well, I died. But, that's actually not necessarily a bad thing. Because the objective of the game is to, in one complete, or in one single run, like the one I just did, to earn 10 million points. And I think the premise of the game is that you are a prisoner of this dungeon, and to get out, or to get your freedom, as it kind of points out here, you have to earn 10 million in one single run. And my high score at the moment is 185,000. So at this point, I'm nowhere near getting 10 million. I mean, it's just not possible, I think. Or I'm just a really bad Bejeweled player, but that's probably the case. But as you can see here in our starting room, we have different other rooms available. And you unlock these as you go along. And these rooms allow you to spend some of your resources. You collect 4 different types of resources as you go along, and you can use them to unlock these rooms where you can further unlock various bonuses. In this case, this is some basic bonuses allowing you to find more gold and find a higher chance to find items and a chance to block ranged attacks and stuff like that. But there's also, for example, a blacksmith where you can upgrade your weapon. And in this case, this is my sword, I guess, and that's the physical damage attacks like the blue tiles. So by combining these different tiles, you can see you have these gray rock tiles, and that actually gives me some resources of that specific type. So while you may not be able to complete these different dungeons the first time through, you're actually not really supposed to. You're supposed to run them many times, but as you do, hopefully you'll have some fun, but you'll also gather resources just by actually combining tiles and do whatever you do. So that's pretty neat. And of course, combining more tiles, I mean the minimum is 3 tiles, but if you combine more, you'll do more damage or unlock more locks on chests and gather even more resources and stuff like that. So that actually works pretty well. And now I've actually gathered a good amount of resources, so let's see if I can upgrade my magic attack. Sure can. Staff gem, I think that upgrades the damage of my magical attack. let's try the quality of the staff. That actually gave it another boost plus some chance of a special effect. I'm not sure what these special effects are, but kind of like critical attacks or something. And, well, as you complete dungeons, you also gain different ranks. And in this case, I can't actually upgrade this particular room. Well, I don't have enough lumber, but I'm also not high enough rank. So I guess we'll have to go back to that at a later point. And this is even worse, 1,000. I don't have nearly that. But, that's kind of like the nice thing about this game. You just run the dungeon as much as or as little as you want to, and well, I guess you'll have to make at least a couple of runs, but just as you play the game, you eventually will be able to unlock all this stuff because you slowly gather the resources needed for them. So while you're not able to beat these levels the first time, or the first many times even you play them, you slowly start to upgrade your gear, and you make it slowly further and further, and eventually you'll beat the dungeon, become a higher rank, and you'll face even harder challenges, and so on and so forth. And I think that works pretty well, and just the fact that you upgrade your character and get better stuff and things are, at least for myself, what kept me going. Just wanting to see what's next, and, you know, what upgrades can I get, and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you combine these purple tiles, there's a chance you can get items like these. This one is an attack I can use, and as you saw, it uses up the item, but these are just additional items you find, and you find them almost all the time, so there's no reason not to use them. I'm not sure what this is, but so let's try it again, and here you actually have some, I think, optional objectives, and if you complete these, you get some extra resources. So these are just like achievements for this particular dungeon I'm running at the moment, and you'd think that staying alive for 1.5 minutes would actually be easy, but I'm struggling. Well, let's see if I can do better. I might have to focus slightly more on the game. Concentrate just a bit to make it happen, but I don't think that's necessarily a guarantee. Sometimes you just want to clear some tiles and stuff to get some new tiles on the board. And I need keys. I have a key. Magic. Oh, there's a nice one down here. And I think some of the different enemies are more vulnerable to certain types of attacks, so if you can, you may want to try to get more magic or more physical attacks, but right now I'm just struggling actually finding any combinations. So let's try that again. Okay, just need to stay alive for 1.5 minutes or something. Okay, and I screwed that up. Oh, that's food. And eating the food will actually make my character go towards the right. Because, as you can see as I run, he actually goes towards the right. And when I meet an enemy, or a door, or something that's kind of making me stop, I go to the left, and when I all the way over to the left side, the level is over. So the objective also is to simply get through these things you encounter, enemies and chests and stuff, as fast as possible. Let's see. Whoop. Swords. Okay. How about that? And you also have these. Well, just quickly saw one there. tiles that can be matched with anything. This one, which will function as a key if it's lined up with 2 or more other keys. Hey, nice. So some extra gold for those 2. So I think I'm gonna head back and well, you can see my top score is still 185,000. So I think it's time to upgrade some stuff and see if I can actually make it further. Weapon type. Oh, that's expensive. Let's give it a go. Let's have a look at this room. Dungeon crawler. So, I guess these 3 rooms I'll have to unlock later. But, let's grab this one. Matching wooden stone grants a small time bonus. That sounds useful. More gold from chests. Sure. 10% chance to find items. Sure. The items are quite useful. Special keys I found, but collect 60 gold. That sounds easy. Use a scroll. Okay. And these scrolls are actually items you can use, and I don't think I've found one so far. Okay. Need to match keys. Okay. Sometimes, obviously, the obvious matches are right in your face, but you can't see them because you're completely blinding yourself to the obvious. Like now. Oh, I thought it was an enemy. It's a door. It's kind of easy to focus on stuff down here and not having a look at what you're actually facing. Urgh. Let's have some food. Okay. Okay, that's one, and another one down here. Of course, as you're running, I mean, when you're not facing an enemy or chest or whatever, I mean, you can still complete these matches. So it's basically just to keep going, I think, as much as you possibly can. Oh. Okay, 2. That actually gave me a pretty nice bonus. If you make a game, don't name it 10 million. Well, I guess because of this game, but I guess I think this was made by just one guy, I think, but I guess he had second thoughts about the name. I kind of like it. Makes sense in when it comes to what your goal actually is, I guess. So, let's see if I can upgrade my magic attack and actually get through this level. That would be nice, so you can actually see how that works. And, well, another reason why these, I mean, I'm earning so little points at the moment is that each different dungeon has a score multiplier and also a resource collection multiplier. So the harder levels you get to, the larger this will get, or bigger. So you'll just start to earn more and more points, where you eventually will be able to actually beat the required 10 million. So, but it is, I mean, I got a good amount of hours out of it. It's not something you just sit down for 1 hour and you've completed it. And as you can tell, some of these dungeons you end up running many times, which isn't really tedious. I actually thought it was quite clever how they just said, well, okay, you just collect resources and upgrade your dude, and to me it makes perfect sense. I mean, it's not dull because the focus is not on the dungeon per se. It's more like just playing this clone, Bejeweled, and getting all the other bonuses out of it. So that's pretty nice, I think. Okay, a door. Need a key. Get some shield. And I think the shield will actually absorb damage, so instead of the monsters hitting you and you go towards the left, it'll actually just use some of your shield, or all of your shield. And right here I am... Okay. I actually use a scroll, and depending on the scroll, certain specific tiles will appear, overruling other types or other tiles randomly, I think. Oh. Ooh, a dragon. Nice. That was pretty nice. Let's see if I can actually kill this dragon. Yep. Oh, come on! Oh! Damn it! Okay, unlocked a... Okay. Yeah, now I remember all these optional objectives. The one at the end is always, I believe, an upgrade to your rank. So you have to unlock all these different... Well, I guess they're not really that optional, are they? But I guess the reward in the end is a new rank, which allows you to unlock more rooms. So that's pretty nice. And, well, I think once you beat the game, you can kind of just keep going. And I think there are also Steam achievements. So if there's stuff you want to do, you can just continue to play the game. But then you've unlocked all these rooms and probably will end up having unlocked or bought all the different upgrades. But there is an option inside the settings here that actually allows you to clear all the game data, which basically means you can go back to square one and just restart the game completely, where you have to unlock all the rooms and go through all the dungeons again. And I actually think that was a pretty nice feature, because some games, once you kind of beat them, it's just kind of left open and there's no way for you to actually reset anything. At one point I kind of wanted that with Plants vs. Zombies. I wanted to just say, okay, well, go back to when I first played this game, because eventually you'll lock better plants and stuff, and even if you restart the game, you still have all that stuff unlocked. So I think this is a nice feature. A simple, but actually a nice feature. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this has been 10 million. Certainly a game I can recommend, and I think it's 5 or 6 euros on Steam, and that's probably around $7 or $8 or something. And with the amount of hours you'll get out of it, and of course the achievements and replayability and stuff like that, it's certainly worth your money, I think. So easy to recommend, and quite nice to see a puzzle game like this actually try something different, and something different that actually works pretty well. So so yeah, certainly a game I can recommend if you're looking for some puzzly stuff that will keep you hooked for a good while. So yeah, with that's gonna be it for this time. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you in the next episode.